My controller is not plugged in. Hopefully that's not an issue. It's an issue. Ah, no! Hello, controller? Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. QB liquid, that's right. Okay, outside the school, we began our search for the QB liquid with renewed vigor. We'd pinned down potential location on the map, we found in the library beforehand, and soon found ourselves sifting through rubble in an old pharmaceutical facility. We had nothing to show for our hard work that day. The only thing we found in the ruins was regular junk. Finding what we needed wouldn't be easy. There was bound to be days when we walked away disappointed, just like this one. The next day, we focused on old pharmacies and construction sites in the residential area. Yo, what up, Bobby? But once again, we found nothing but junk, and I had to return to the school empty-handed. I'm a little too... What is happening here? My chair feels uncomfortable. I think it's this blanket. Alright. There we go. The day after that, we searched the ruins of every house we could find from corner to corner. We failed to find what we were looking for, and before we knew it, the sun was going down. Damn. On day 39, we made our way to the ruins of an old dockyard. We searched all day, but we didn't find anything that looked like it could be QB liquid. Yikes. Didn't find it, dude.
Get ready for your 40th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day and be ready to give your life.
We're already on day 40, though. Day 40 already. There's only 3 days left of our break, including today. I wanted to find the QB liquid before the start of the second round, but at this rate, I don't think that's gonna happen. Yo, what's up, Justin? Bruh, I'm looking. We just don't have enough people to cover all this ground. Let's face it, the chances of the three of us stumbling on something that rare were always pretty slim. What am I saying? It's not over yet. I just finished 2 more endings in like 15 minutes yesterday? What the hell? I gave my cheeks a light slap to chase those negative thoughts away. We'll find that liquid. We have to. I tried to reassure myself as I set out for another day searching. Just as I was leaving my room, someone called out to me, but it wasn't Yagamu or Tsubasa.
Hey!
Morning, Takumi.
Huh? Moko? Kiyoshika too. What are these two doing right outside my room?
We were thinking of starting a new segment, kind of a Mojiro Knows Best morning edition.
What? What exactly does that mean?
Basically, we want to have breakfast with you.
Hey!
You haven't been to the cafeteria in a while, so it might be nice for us to eat together and maybe catch up on some stuff, you know?
Something was weird. Despite Moko's cheerful demeanor, Kiyoshika was still as silent and sullen as ever. When you say catch up on stuff, what kind of stuff are you talking about?
Oh, you know, just anything that pops into our heads. I'm sure we could think of something.
Oh!
Like the state of pro wrestling in the TRC, our favorites for next championships, the latest backstage gossip, or hey, maybe even the physical condition of the other members of the Special Defense Unit.
Okay, this is more than a little weird now. Why would I talk about the others, how the others are doing with these two? We're not even the same team right now. This was a bad idea, Lady Moko. We shouldn't involve Sir Takumi in this. He is the Grim Reaper after all. Asking him for help will only make things worse. And if anything bad were to befall Lady Nozomi, Nozomi, what does this have to do with her? Is she okay? Did something happen to her?
Why would you think that? Gosh, Takumi, that's some imagination you've got.
But Kiyoshika literally said,
Hey!
Whoops, sorry, Takumi. Looks like our time's up. We gotta get out of here and head for the next segment. Until next time, bye, Onara.
it's her fucking symptoms. Moko hoisted Kiyoshika up like a sack of potatoes and hurried away. I could go after them and ask what's wrong with her, but the way they are now, I don't think they'd tell me anything. Yugamu, Tsubasa, and I set out for another day of searching for QB liquid. But my heart wasn't in it. I was too distracted by the idea Nozomi might need my help. Needless to say, we didn't find what we were looking for that day either. The rejection symptoms, bruh. Also just cooked. What'd you make?
Get ready for your 41st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend a be ready to give your
And you better have saved me some, Justin. Chicken rice porridge with some... Or Chinese rice porridge with some chicken breast. Time to pray that chicken cooked through? Oh, no. Now it's day 41. Things were beginning to feel pretty hopeless. I only had today and tomorrow left until the next round of the invader hunt began. It comes down to it. We could keep looking for the QB liquid while also earning points. Can we keep looking for QB liquid while also earning enough points to stay in the game? Oh great, a visitor. That's all I need. It was Moko. It seemed like she'd come to continue our conversation from yesterday, although she didn't have Kiyoshika with her this time. Hey Moko, what was all that about yesterday? You were acting really weird. Is there something you want from me? Just come right out and say it.
Okay, well, how'd you like to hire me, Takumi?
Hire you for what? Where's this coming from?
You might not think it by looking at me, but I've got other talents besides my strength. I can handle any kind of job you want. Manual labor's a given, but I can cook too. I make a great bodyguard when you're going anywhere dangerous. I'm there for you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Moko Machiro. Every home should have one. Pretty awesome value, don't you think?
I have no idea what she's talking about anymore. Why do I have to get saddled with this bizarre sales pitch first thing in the morning?
Alls I'm saying is, I'll work real hard for you, Takumi. I'll do anything you want, so in return for that...
Won't you do something to save my dear friend?
Huh? Your dear friend? Your Poo-Poo Kaka Island? Wait, are you talking about Nozomi? She did want my help with Nozomi yesterday. I knew it.
Poo-Poo Kaka Island.
What happened to Nozomi, Moko?
That's the thing. I don't really know what's wrong with her. She suddenly collapsed 3 days ago, and she's been getting worse and worse ever since. This morning, it was hurting her just to breathe. At this rate, I'm worried she might die.
And Nozomi can't use the Revive-O-Matic. If she dies, she's gone forever.
I don't know what caused this, so I have no idea what to do about it. It doesn't seem like a regular cold, so I've got to wonder if it's some kind of disease she's already had in her. I really need any help I could get here. That's why I came to you. You're from the future, so I figured you might know something about Nozomi that I don't.
Now it makes sense. That's what you were trying to ask me yesterday.
Yeah, please, Takumi, save Nozomi. I know I've got some nerve asking you for help after the way we've all treated you. But you're her only hope. I'm begging you, save her life and I'll dedicate mine to you.
Tears streaming down her face, Moko got down on her knees and bowed her head in supplication. Moko, come on. You don't have to do that. Of course I'll help. All you had to do was ask. If Nozomi's suffering, I just can't stand by and let it happen. I want to do something about it. That's what friends are for.
Oh.
Thank you, Takumi. Thank you so much.
I gave Moko a tissue to dry her eyes, not to mention her nose. Once she's calmed down a little, I got her to tell me more about Nozomi's condition. Based on what you've told me, I might know what the problem is. It sounded a lot like what happened to Nozomi in my first timeline. Unhealthy pallor, fever, labored breathing. I'd seen her suffer like that before. It could only mean one thing. Yeah, the rejection symptoms. I think Nozomi is probably going through rejection symptoms from her cryptoglobin. It's not very compatible with her body, so it flares up and gives her a bad fever sometimes.
Oh.
So her body's turning against her? Kind of like with steroid abuse. Does that mean this could happen to the rest of us too?
No, this is a Nozomi only thing. It's because she's not an official member of the Special Defense Unit.
Official? What do you mean by that?
Well, Nozomi is different from us. I told Moko the truth about how Nozomi got here, how she snuck in and joined the war on her own free will. Basically, the whole story that I'd heard from Nozomi herself last time. Her mother was a researcher working at Kamakura General Hospital, where she was involved in a project to save humanity. Specifically, that project involved transfusing cryptoglobin into human hosts. Nozomi had offered herself as a research subject to make that project a success. But something went wrong, and the cryptoglobin didn't bond with her in the way they'd expected. Nevertheless, they continued with their research. The project was eventually shut down by the higher-ups, and Nozomi's mother was so heartbroken that she took her own life. After that, Nozomi snuck into Kamakura again and again, trying to figure out the truth behind why the project had ended. Eventually, she found it. The people in charge were building a special squad of youths with the power of cryptoglobin. In other words, the Special Defense Unit. Her investigations led her deeper into the heart of the hospital. And in a room packed with strange capsule-like machines, she found us. Realizing that we were the Special Defense Unit she'd heard about, she got inside a pod herself. When we were sent to the planet's surface, she came as well, ending up at second-to-last Defense Academy. To put it simply, Nozomi was never meant to be here. Her mom's experiments on her were deemed failures. In spite of that, she'd been fighting so hard all this time. I guess it's only natural that it would take its toll on her body sooner or later.
That Nozomi. I can't believe she never told me any of this. Does she really think I'd care if she's not an official member of the team? She's my friend. I'd love her no matter what.
Yeah, I knew none of that would matter to you. That was why I felt comfortable sharing this information. If anyone could be trusted with Nozomi's secret, it was Moko.
So, Takumi, how do we stop these symptom thingies? Is there some kind of medical herb that'll help it? I'll run out and get some right now.
No, there's only one thing that'll help Nozomi now, and that's cryptoglobin. It's got cannibalistic qualities. Survive absorbing cryptoglobin, mitigate the rejection.
A lot of this is going over my head, but that's basically what we need to save her, right? Cryptoglobin. Well, the best way to get more is by defeating a commander. Okay, that settles it. I'm gonna go find the commander and lay the beat down on him. I'll bring him back alive so Nozomi can...
Wait, Moko. We already have some cryptoglobin right here.
Huh? We do?
Yeah, I got some at the end of the battle on day 33, remember? I handed Moko the prize the sponsor had given me for being in the top 3 in the rankings. Inject this into Nozomi and her symptoms will settle down. I'm sure of it. The cryptoglobin in the vial looked the same as it did the night I got it. It still had its power.
Are you sure you're okay with just giving away your prize?
It's a small price to pay if it'll save Nozomi's life. Go on, take it.
Thank you, Takumi. I don't know how I could ever make this up to you.
Don't sweat it. I'm just doing whatever when anyone else would do.
Takumi, you really are a great guy. Okay, I'll take it. Thanks again. I'll go to Nozomi's room and give it to her right now.
Moko bowed her head one last time and rushed off to deliver the life-saving vial. Get better soon, Nozomi. I can't just sit around and worry all day. I still have things I need to do. If we don't find that QB liquid soon. I met up with Yugamo and Tsubasa and we began our search for the day. We searched and we searched. Just like before, we failed to find any QB liquid. Our respite for the killing game was almost over. Yeah, it was respite, yeah. I always want to say respite. And we had nothing to show for it. Bing bong, bing bong.
Get ready for your 42nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy.
Respite. Me whenever pseudo pops up. Pseudo.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable. Be ready to give your life.
Suedo. I love Suedo. Day 42 already. This was the last day of our week off. Tomorrow the invader hunt will begin again. The three of us would have to balance our search for the QB liquid with earning points to stay in the game, if that was even possible. Is that Moko? She probably came to tell me how Nozomi's doing. I heard to the door and opened it. Standing there was...
Good morning, Takumi.
Huh? Nozomi, you're alright?
Yep, I feel better than ever thanks to the cryptoglobin you gave me. I wouldn't have pulled through if it wasn't for you. I just had to come here and thank you in person.
There's no need for that. All I did was pass on something I didn't need myself. But since you're here, I should probably apologize.
Huh? For what?
I told Moko your secret about your past. I'm sorry. I know it wasn't my place to do that, but when I heard you were sick, I couldn't help myself.
Don't worry about it. You decided that that was what you needed to do to save me, right? Well, I'm back to normal now, so I'd say you made the right choice.
Huh? Nozomi.
Moko came and gave me a big hug this morning, and she told me, I don't care where you're from or who you were before this. Official, unofficial, it's all the same to me. Because right here, right now, you're my friend, and I love you. Nothing's going to change that. I was so happy I burst into tears. Knowing that people accept me for who I am, it's so wonderful.
Nozomi's smile was so pure and radiant, I felt myself getting a little emotional, too. I really can't deny that That he what, huh? That he what?
By the way, Moko was really grateful, too. She's trying to think of the perfect way to pay you back, as she put it. Even Kiyoshika wanted to thank you. Here, take this.
Nozomi handed me an old-fashioned envelope with letter of thanks written on it. Kiyoshika wrote this for me? I thought for sure she still hated me. My hands were trembling as I gently opened the envelope and read what was inside. Sir Takumi, I offer you my most sincere thanks for saving Lady Nozomi's life. Truly, I owe you a debt of gratitude I may never be able to repay. I wish I could be there to tell you this in person, but I feel too ashamed of my past treatment of you to do so. Though I cannot undo the events of the past, I offer myself at your complete disposal. That way we create a better future together. I remain, sir, your humble servant, Kiyoshika Magadori. All this for something to fucking happen and Kiyoshika to just be pissed again.
She told me she was willing to do anything to earn your forgiveness. Her exact words were, I will dedicate myself to Sir Takumi's service.
Service, seriously. It's not like I'm some kind of feudal warlord.
She is serious. I know because I feel the same way.
Bruh, no faith. It's already happened. Huh? Wait, does she mean what I think she means?
Say, Takumi.
Would it be alright if the three of us joined your team?
Obviously, I would have welcomed Nozomi with open arms, but this wasn't a decision I could make on my own. I tracked down Yugamu and Tsubasa, and once we discussed the matter,
Nozomi, Moko, Kiyoshika, welcome to the team. We are so stoked to have you girls on our side. I'm glad to be on the same team as you again, too. Sorry I left the last one so suddenly.
the others approved with the new additions to our team without a second thought.
If you don't mind me asking, what brought on this sudden change of heart? Was it just out of gratitude to Takumi for saving Nozomi? Or was there more to it than that?
We realized that it was going to be hard for just the three of us to survive from here on, especially with my condition.
And we figured if we're gonna have to sell our services to anyone, we wanted it to be Takumi.
Sir Takumi, you are magnanimous. You are so magnanimous. I can't say this word. You are so magnanimous. There we go. Accepting a lowly wretch like me.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. We could definitely use some extra members, too. So it sounds like a good deal for all of us. Just remember, Takumi's the leader. He's the one calling the shots. We need you to follow his orders or this team will fall apart when things start to get tough. You think you could do that? Absolutely! Book our matches however you want, Takumi! Glad we understand each other. Now that that's settled, once again, welcome to the team. Takumi, how about you tell our new members what we're all about here?
Okay. It was finally time to tell the girls the truth about our team. The name told them a lot already. We were the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. However, we'd actually given up on fighting the sponsor directly. Our current plan was to repair and activate the escape pod, leaving the killing game behind. To put it simply, our goal isn't victory, it's escape. It may sound irresponsible running away from our problems like this, but the alternative is complete annihilation. Once we're back on the artificial satellite, we could get ourselves together and figure out a new course of action.
Sounds like a plan to me. I'm in. Nothing wrong with slipping through the ropes and leaving the arena before they could take the belt from you.
Right. We need to prioritize our lives. So long as we survive, humanity still has a chance. Thanks, guys. What about you, Kiyoshika? Are you okay with doing things this way? I know it must be frustrating to give up on avenging Kurata. Nay, if this is what you've decided, I have no objections. You're my lord and master now, Sir Takumi. I will follow you even into hell and back. Master. I have made my choice to devote my life to you. Come what may, I am your servant, your faithful hound. Your word is law. A true samurai follows their lord's orders without question. If you order me to die, I'll gladly plunge a knife into my heart. You really don't have to go that far. If you order me to strip, I'll gladly bear all here and now. Please keep your clothes on. Do not be so shy, Sir Takumi. I must atone for the past somehow. The things I said, the way I treated you, they were an insult to your honor. I need to take responsibility, and I'm prepared to suffer any humiliation to do it. I'm telling you, that's all in the past now. We're friends again, so let's just forget about it, okay? Are you sure? This is a rare chance for you to see a nubile young lady's body. No strings attached.
What's the matter? Don't you want to see me naked? Huh? Huh?
Of course they had to do the one line. Why are you getting so forceful about this? And well, it's not like I wouldn't like that.
Takumi? I don't believe you, Takumi.
I'm so disappointed in you. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I was just... In a few short seconds, Kiyoshika had done more to damage my reputation with the girls than all my past mistakes put together. Had the sponsors sent her here to sabotage me? Okay, enough kidding around. Let's get back on topic. In terms of our immediate plans, we should start tomorrow by...
Hold on, Takumi. I think we could save all that for later. Our alliance has just entered a glorious new era. It'd be a waste not to celebrate. Why don't we throw a party?
A party? Now?
Fostering a good morale and camaraderie is part of a leader's duties, you know? And I just so happen to have brought along a bunch of snacks for everyone. I've got drinks too. Who wants what?
When did you guys...
Sounds good to me. I'll take a protein shake energy drink and cocktail.
Is there any amazake? I should really allow Sir Takumi to slather me in his sticky white fluid to prove my loyalty.
Phrasing, Kiyoshika. Do you even think about what you're saying? I'll just have orange juice. What would you like, Takumi?
Oh, I'll have whatever you're having, Nozomi. Eventually, everyone had a drink, and we decided to make a toast.
Well then, I now call on our team leader for a profound yet tasteful and totally original speech to get things started.
Great. No pressure, huh? Suddenly, everyone's eyes were on me. What was I supposed to say? We are gathered here today to... Oh, wait.
We are gathered here today to bear witness to the union of a new team.
Don't be so stiff. You sound like you're officiating at a wedding. Loosen up, Takumi. Speak from the heart.
Smile like a president at a press conference and do a double peace sign. With everyone encouraging me, I felt the tension in my shoulders start to ease up a bit. I've never been good at stuff like this, but here goes. Everyone, thank you for joining the team and agreeing to follow our plan. Even if we have to sacrifice our honor and dignity for it, the Anti-Sponsor Alliance will survive. Together, I know we can make this happen. We can get back to the satellite without anyone else dying. Let's drink a toast to that goal. Here's to our survival.
To our survival! Woo!
And so, for the first time in a long time, we let loose and enjoyed hanging out for a while. Things started off fairly quietly, like we were all getting to know each other again. But it didn't take long to descend into chaos.
So basically, they lured away a lot of big stars with fat paychecks and creative freedom clauses built into their contracts. But that meant they weren't fostering new talent, and when they actually got bought out by their composition... Hey, you listening, Takumi?
Moko? That's not Takumi. It's the wall.
Stop it, holy Jumanji sword! You can't go flashing your blade like that in front of everyone!
Voice CGs are epic.
Don't look at me like that! I've pledged myself to Sir Takumi. I must remain faithful to him. No! Don't stop! Oh,
Why are you acting like a bunch of drunks? None of these drinks even have alcohol in them.
You can thank me for that. I added a little of this powder to our refreshments to make everyone extra happy.
Bro, they fucking spiked the punch.
This was way beyond happy.
The party was a spur of the moment thing and it got pretty crazy towards the end, but it was still a lot of fun. All I'd ever wanted was for everyone to be comfortable around each other, to be happy. I was going to burn the scene into my memory to remind myself of what I was fighting for, what I was fighting to protect. I wouldn't let anything tear us apart again. Pog. Kiyoshika just jacking off with her sword in the middle of the party. This is it. Our break from the killing game is over. Today was the first day of the Invader Hunt's second round. In a lot of ways, it was going to be similar to the first round, but at the opening ceremony, we learned that one rule would be different.
The second round will be extended to the last 15 days instead of 10.
Kiyoshika cosplaying Yoshimitsu.
Are there any objections? I doubt you'd care if there were. Can you at least tell us why you're changing the schedule? I don't want the executions to become too frequent, and several of you have died already. Kurata O Suzuki, Hideko Shizuhara, Shoma Genzaki. I didn't think we'd lose 3 hunters in just the first round.
You killed 2 of them yourself, asshole.
My point is, if the executions continue at this point, you'll be wiped out soon. That's not my aim here. The invader hunt must continue for as long as possible.
Why did they change the time frame like this? And so suddenly, it's easing up the pace. Is easing up the pace really all there is to it? No use trying to figure out what the sponsor's thinking at this point. Now that it's been decided, we just have to go with it. And don't worry. Oh wait, this is... I was probably reading the wrong...
And don't worry, you and me are the toughest buddy duo at the academy. We'll make it through to the end of this round easy.
We're buddies now, huh? Much like in the first round, Yugamu and I were working as a pair. The rest of the alliances were exploring a different area. I would have preferred us to stay together, but...
Personally, I think we should split into 2 groups.
Yugamu had proposed this idea the night before.
As you know, we need to find this QB liquid stuff while we were earning enough points to stay in the game. It's inefficient to have us all searching in the same place. Now that we've got more members, we should spread it out a little. So how about we go in these teams tomorrow? They're basically the same as in the first round, but we could always switch people around if we need to. We'll meet up there. We'll meet up here at the end of every day and report our progress. That sound good for you, fearless leader?
I got swept up in the mood last night, but are you sure about these team formations?
What's the problem? Did you want me to put you with Nozomi instead?
Come on, I'm serious. Can the 2 of us really survive on our own? It's been 10 days since I last fought any invaders. What if I've gotten rusty and slow you down?
Rusty? You? Not possible. Trust me.
How can you be so sure?
I told you before, didn't I? You've got talent. You're a natural-born killer. Now, let's get moving. We don't want Takemaru and the others to steal our kills while we're here shooting the breeze.
Yugamu began walking further into the ruined town. I followed. Okay, how about we look... Oh,
okay. How about we look for invaders here? We could spend the morning earning points to secure our positions. Sounds good?
Yeah. Once we're sure we're not at the bottom of the rankings, we could focus on finding the QB liquid.
Let's get our hunt on. You remember the secret I taught you?
Of course. Just detach myself and treat it like dull, mundane work. We wandered around in search of invaders. Jackpot.
Jackpot. There's a whole swarm of them over there, Takumi. Let's sneak around and hit them with a pincer attack.
We found some invaders to kill. Or, we found some invaders and killed them. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself.
You might even be as good an assassin as me now, Takumi. Your growth is so impressive, it's almost frightening.
Yugamu was right. I was more efficient in killing than I had been in the first round. I could feel it. I didn't get so worked up about it anymore. I'd barely broken a sweat, but was that really a good thing? This is weird, don't you think? I haven't been out on a hunt in 10 whole days. So why am I still so good at this?
I keep telling you, it's natural talent. Your potential defies normal logic. It makes no difference if you slack off. In the end, your talent will out. It will bloom like a beautiful deadly flower.
I have an aptitude for killing. That idea still bothered me, but I didn't have time to fully unpack my feelings on the matter. Kill invaders, earn points, find QB liquid. Those were my priorities right now. We continued hunting invaders for the rest of the morning. In the afternoon, we resumed our search for the different ruined medical facilities. We sifted through the rubble until the sun started to go down. But in the end, we didn't find any QB liquid. We decided to head back before it got dark. We headed straight for the leisure lounge once we got back to the academy. Curious about the rankings for the new day, we checked the board.
They haven't changed all that much since the last time we looked. The points from round 1 probably carried over into this one. That's good news for us, but anyone who was already near the bottom is gonna have an even harder time catching up now.
Oh, no you don't. Damn! Nice shot, Justin! You beat, we clicked it at the same exact time. 15 days from now, someone else will die. From the looks of things, it could be Ima or Kako. Who knows? It might be me. We were all going to die eventually. That was the only thing we could be sure of so long as the invader hunt continued. We needed to escape. We had to get away from this game and all the senseless killing.
Eddie, you never know when. Well then.
I guess I was gonna say no meeting, but I guess the meetings always happen after the announcement. The nighttime announcement played like normal. That was the signal for our next anti-sponsor alliance meeting. Everyone got together in my room like we'd agreed. Is everybody here? Okay, let's get started. I'd like each group to report on how their search went today, although Yugamu and I don't really have anything to report. We investigated an old factory, but there was nothing there but junk and rubble.
Oh.
Cheer up, Takumi. Our group came up empty-handed too. Why would that cheer me up?
We accomplished nothing. Are you quoting something again, Kiyoshika? Okay. Well, even if we didn't find anything today, at least we're all in one piece. That's important too. Remember, even weak invaders can be a problem if they gang up on you. So I just want you all to be careful. And if you run into a commander, don't even try to take them on. Just get out of there as fast as you can.
Finding an opponent that's strong outside school grounds is only asking for trouble. For real. Even Hideko couldn't defeat one of them on her own. Say, Takumi, how many enemy commanders are still around anyway?
So far as I know, just 4. We haven't fought the leaders of the squads 4, 7, 10, or 11 yet. Out of all of them, the Squad 11 commander is one of the most dangerous. She's able to use auditory attacks to induce hallucinations and trap us in a dream world. A master of illusion, changing our dreams into nightmares. At least we aren't stuck on a train with her. That's pretty funny.
How did you deal with that technique last time, Takumi?
Gaku played some weird folk song over the school speakers to cancel out the commander's sound waves.
So if the sound can't reach you, there's no hallucinations. Noise-canceling headphones should have the same effect then. We could probably make some with the Gift-O-Matic. We could keep them on when we're outside in case we run into that commander. Good idea. We'll start collecting the materials we need for him tomorrow. Yeah, I'm all in. All of us wearing the same thing will make us feel like a real team, you know?
Indeed, it's like having class rings or matching t-shirts.
Why don't we make them different colors, like we're a team of spandex-wearing heroes?
Yeah.
Dibs on gold! Any champion worth her salt's gotta go for gold.
Then I will take silver, as befits a cool-headed swordswoman like myself.
Nah, I think pink suits you better, Kiyoshika. Just like the cotton candy clouds inside your head.
Are you calling me stupid again? Or naive? Both are untrue. We stayed up late into the night discussing the designs for headphones. Whoa, they're playing an animation, huh? Okay, I guess I'm doing this now. Our first order of business today is collecting the materials for the headphones.
Yeah, we'll need speakers and earplugs.
I think we can find those over in the residential area. Let's take a look. just me and Yugamu. Ah.
Now we have all the materials we need to make headphones for the Alliance members.
In that case, let's use the rest of the day to earn some points. All right, let's get to work. Once the search for materials was over, it was time to get back to the hunt. Yugamu and I walked through the ruined cityscapes like usual, looking for groups of wandering invaders. Whenever we found any, we attacked before they had a chance to react. Detach yourself. It's just work. What is happening? I was killing even more efficiently than yesterday. My pulse hadn't gotten any faster, so that there wasn't a single bead of sweat in my forehead. I was acting like a seasoned assassin, but that didn't make sense. Until I came to the academy, I'd never killed anyone before. Yugamu, tell me what's going on. Why am I so good at killing all of a sudden?
How many times are we gonna go over this? Talent, potential, a gift. Call it what you want. You've got it, man.
Is that all there was to it? Was I really just born with a natural affinity for cold-blooded murder? It was a simple enough explanation, but there was one lingering doubt I couldn't seem to shake. You said that sometimes people are unaware of gifts like this, right?
Don't get too hung up on that. I was just thinking out loud. You have a talent for killing, and our current circumstances are helping you cultivate it. What more do you need to know?
More than that, I need to know the truth. The whole truth. I was doing something I could never do before, and my proficiency was improving at a rate that didn't make sense. When I thought about that, fear welled up inside me. What in the world was happening to me? Yugamu, please. If you know what's really going on here, I need you to tell me. If you've modified me or something. I won't be mad, I just want to know the truth. I owed my life to Yugamu. If it hadn't been for him, those invaders I found on the first day of the hunt would have killed me for sure. I really wouldn't mind if it turned out he'd done something to me at this point. It was not knowing that was killing me. I'm begging you, Yugamu. Tell me what's happening to me. I looked Yugamu in the eye and held his gaze. I didn't care what he said next, so long as it wasn't more lies. After a few seconds, he broke eye contact and let out an exasperated sigh.
Okay. When you give me a passionate look like that, there's no way I could stay quiet about it.
Yugamu.
This is your last chance to let sleeping dogs lie, Takumi. I don't think you're gonna like what you hear. You might even end up hating yourself. Are you prepared for that?
I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't. I've been through hell and back already. You think I can handle a little more?
All right. I gotta respect your determination. I'll tell you all about what your talent for killing comes from, and why it's developing so fast.
That was ominous, but at least it was honest. This was an honest moment between the two of us, between Yugamu Omokage and Takumi Sumino.
First off, I swear by all I hold sacred that I haven't modified your body in any way. Do you believe me?
Yes, if you're that serious about it, then I'll trust you.
That said, your affinity for killing isn't as natural as I led you to believe. You have been modified. But not by me. You did it yourself.
What? When? Why don't I remember it?
Maybe modified is misleading. If I mentioned absorption, would that ring any bells?
Yeah.
You mean, this is because of absorbing cryptoglobin?
You told us you came here from the future. Do you remember the first thing you did when you arrived here? On day 2 of this timeline. You killed Eito Aotsuki and absorbed his cryptoglobin.
Yeah, I did. But that wouldn't make me change this much, would it?
No, I don't think so. Normally, that is. Absorbing cryptoglobin usually won't have any special influence on someone's personality, no matter how powerful it is. But when it comes to cryptoglobin, you're a rare case. Yours isn't like the rest of ours.
What are you talking about? There's nothing weird about my cryptoglobin.
I beg to differ. Let me jog your memory. You killed Aito Aotsuki and absorbed his cryptoglobin in your previous timeline as well, right?
I was right about that. I killed Aito on day 99, my first time around.
In other words, you absorbed the same person's cryptoglobin twice and in succession. If that's not a rare case, I don't know what is. So now you have double the dose of Aito's cryptoglobin in you. It's twice as concentrated. As is your Aito Atsuki-ness.
Including his rare talent for killing.
I began to tremble. My breath was ragged. Aito. Of course. He was the most ruthless murderer I'd ever known. I kind of figured that. So, when in the other timeline, when we grabbed the book, remember I said something about that? Where he grabbed the book and then he said, I need to kill everyone or whatever. I had a feeling that Aito was like inside of Takumi somehow. Like it makes sense because of, especially because he also like absorbed the baby. So it's like double potent and like, yeah. My first time here, he destroyed Sirei. Killed Hiriko. And took out Ava, too. It's none of their lives meant anything to him. He even killed the baby in the defense room. And I'd inherited this ability, this talent from him.
The first time I saw you, I felt a kind of kinship with you. There was something inside you. Something just like me, but even more deadly. I could see it in your eyes. When you told us your story, I figured Aito must be the cause, and decided to try to develop it further. That's why I taught you to be a better killer.
Why would you do that? If you knew something so terrible was inside me, why didn't you just leave it alone?
Because I knew we'd be needing a team ace. Let me tell you, when the sponsor showed up on day 25, I thought we were seriously screwed. There was no way a bunch of teenagers like us were going to get by in a world where monsters like that existed. If we were going to stand any chance of surviving, we'd need a monster of our own. Someone worthy of being called the ultimate assassin.
Danganronpa? I always felt like Yugamu's attitude didn't make any sense. Ever since the invader hunt began, he'd been weirdly supportive towards me. But now it all added up. His aim had been to bring out the Aito in me.
I really am sorry I did this to you, but it was the only way.
I need like a sip. I got the hiccups. Okay, we're good. What's going to happen to me now?
Odds are you'll get even better at killing.
And then what?
I don't know. Cryptoglobin is already one big mystery, and your case is unique on top of that.
You don't know, but you did it anyway? Did this mean I was going to get more and more like Aito from here on? What if my whole personality got overwritten by Aito's? Could that happen? Wait, the lapses in my memory. Did Aito's cryptoglobin cause them as well? Did he somehow take over while I was blacked out?
That's not out of the question. It's especially suspicious that there's such a clean cutoff between your periods of lucidity. It could be that something happened to strengthen the Aito side of you during that time.
My vision started to go fuzzy. My head, too. I could barely string a coherent thought together anymore. Somehow I returned to the academy after that, but didn't remember the journey. One moment I was wandering aimlessly, the next I was back. My head started to clear. It looked like I was back in my room. I was laying on my bed staring up at the ceiling. I found myself thinking back to the day Yugamu had offered me to form a team with me. This is what you wanted all this time, Yugamu. I'd never completely trusted him. I knew he had some hidden motive, some plan up his sleeve. But it was never me he was interested in. It was Eito. I'd never had guessed that in a million years. Any sense of morality I'd been holding on to had been torn to shreds. It had been a shock when Takemaru and the others had turned their backs on me, but that was nothing compared to what I was feeling now. Thinking about it now, though, maybe I had trusted Yugamu. Maybe that was why the truth hurt so much. It was like half of my soul had been ripped away. I felt so exhausted, so hollow. I couldn't even bring myself to sit up. I just lay there, thinking and doing nothing at all. Time passed, and before I knew it, it had gotten darker outside.
Eddie, so you never know when the well then.
So, I'm curious. So there was a route path where you don't join Yugamu. And that probably stops that probably stops, like, Eito's influence on you, or at least, like, lowers it. The nighttime announcement played, and the other members of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance filled my room. The headphones are finished. Everyone pick a color. Tsubasa revealed her latest handiwork and gasps of admiration from the others. Damn, she just made AirPods, yeah! Wow, they're so cute. Thank you, Tsubasa. These look awesome. Words aren't enough. Let me do 10,000 squats to show my appreciation. You're a masterful mechanic, Lady Tsubasa. Your talent shines brighter than diamonds. Aw, thanks. You guys are too kind. Everyone took a pair of headphones and started trying them on. Silver definitely suits me best. It even matches with the holy Jumanji sword. I'd like the yellow ones. I always thought of it as a lucky color. Maybe they'll bring the alliance luck. I'll go with black. Makes it easier to lurk in the shadows and stalk my victims. I'll take blue. That color just screams cool-headed mechanic to me.
Hey!
Gold all the way for me. These'll go great with my championship belt.
The only pair left is red. I guess those ones are for me. Go on, Takumi. Put them on. See how they feel. I'm sure red will suit you. Red is a leader's color. Convention has decreed it. Everyone looked at me expectantly. They all looked so excited, so happy. I'm sorry, guys. I can't accept these. Huh? Why not? Do you not like the design? No, they look great. The problem's with me, not them. You see, there's something inside me. I told everyone what I'd learned earlier today. About how I'd absorbed 2 doses of Aito's cryptoglobin back to back. How its influence was now making me more like him. And how in the worst case scenario, my personality might actually be replaced with his. There's something else too. I've been getting weird lapses in my memory. Saying it out loud made the fear even worse. I hated to think I had a monster like Eito inside of me. If he ever took over, there's no telling what might happen. He wouldn't hesitate to kill everyone here, though. It's like I'm possessed or cursed. So I've decided I'm going to step down as leader of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance. I lowered my head in a show of contrition. It wouldn't be easy being on my own again, but I couldn't risk becoming a threat to my own teammates. I tried to tell myself I was fine with it, that it was better this way, but then... The room suddenly erupted with laughter. It was so loud I couldn't help looking up. I'm possessed! Cursed! You actually said that with a straight face! How adorably delusional! Hey, what's so funny? This is a genuine problem.
Huh?
Yeah, guys, don't laugh at him. I mean, the whole edgelord routine was kind of ridiculous, but still. I'm sorry. I just can't hold it in.
Now even you're laughing at me?
Boys are so silly sometimes.
Even you, Nozomi? Well, this isn't the reaction I was expecting. What's with you guys? I'm being serious here.
We know you are, sweetie. That's part of what makes it so hilarious. You've got no reason to be scared of this curse. You overcame it and made it work for you a long time ago.
I've overcome it.
Of course. You having that little bit of Eito in you has already helped you score a bunch of points in this game. You scored so much that you even got that one prize from the sponsor. If it hadn't been for that vial of Cryptoglobin, Nozomi wouldn't be here right now. You've got a new power, and it allowed you to save a life. What's so cursed about that?
I never thought about it that way before. It's true, though. I was only able to help Nozomi with her rejection symptoms because I'd killed so many invaders and placed high in the rankings.
Whether it's a curse or a blessing, it's all about how you look at it. In the meantime, you just gotta keep being you, Takumi.
It's nice of you to say that, but it doesn't make the problem go away. If Eito really does take over my body someday, then
Then we'll just slap you around until you come to your senses.
That's what friends are for, right? Come on, have some faith in us.
even if your body is consumed by the king of all curses, we'll send him back to hell in disgrace. The power of friendship! This is just Persona!
You just couldn't resist getting another reference in there, could you? Whatever the origin of this power might be, I trust you to use it the right way, Takumi. You have a kind heart and a strong spirit to back it up.
I was dazzled by the brightness of my friend's smiles. Not so long ago, I'd felt completely alone, and now I had people who were this nice to me. It's almost too much to bear. This is just like when Sora goes anti-Sora! Holy shit, this is Kingdom Hearts!
Now that that's settled, let's get back to the headphones. You don't want all our hard work to go to waste, do you?
Sorry, Tsubasa, but these aren't actually headphones, you see? Headphones go around on top of your head. These are actually earphones.
Come on, put them on.
Okay. I took the headphones from Tsubasa and put them on. Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, and black. Each member of our team now wore one of these colors. We looked at each other and nodded. That brought today's meeting to an end. The others went back to their rooms. All except one person who made no move to leave. Aren't you going to leave too, Yugamu? Yugamu stood by the wall, his eyes downcast.
Do you hate me for using you like this?
Hey, no. I was surprised, though. Since this killing game started, you've basically been my closest friend. But now you tell me you only wanted to bring Eito's characteristics from inside of me. Did I never matter to you at all?
No use hiding it now. I'll be completely honest with you. When we first met, I thought you were a total dud. Aside from Eito's latent properties, there was nothing special about you. No charisma, no expertise, no talent.
Have you seen me use, what the fuck is it called? Impact Stab. Have you seen me use Impact Stab 7 times into One Last Strike? I don't think there's no talent inside of Takumi. Wow, that's pretty harsh.
Back then, I thought we'd be better off without you. If there'd been a way to switch your personality with Eito's, I'd have done it without a second thought.
Okay, that's really harsh.
I won't ask for your forgiveness. I think seeing Kurata die in such a horrible way made me a little crazy. I wanted the sponsor to pay. I wanted to make them suffer, even if it meant being less than humane in my methods. But the more time you and I spent together, I found myself feeling more affectionate towards you.
Affectionate? How?
You don't always make the best choices, and you're way too hard on yourself. But for all that, You never turn away from the light. Even when your friends turned their backs on you, you kept fighting for them. Want to know what I think your crowning moment was? When you dove headlong into danger to try to save Hideko. When I saw you do that, I was grinning from ear to ear. I thought, who even is this maniac I've gotten myself involved with?
Oh.
And before I knew it, I was rushing in to join you.
Ah.
I never thought of myself as a team player, until I started hanging out with you.
That's right. I told Yugamu to run back then, but he stayed and fought with us. We had no chance of winning, but he joined anyway.
Rest easy, Takumi.
Ah.
You getting taken over by Ato's personality isn't impossible, but if I know you the way I think I do, it'll never happen. You'll tame those impulses and continue to give your all to protect your friends. That's just the kind of guy Takumi Sumino is.
More than anything else, I trust you to do the right thing.
Oh, that's cute. He hated us, and then now he likes us. With that, Yugamu quickly left the room. He wasn't actually blushing, but he was giving off the same impression. He put up a happy-go-lucky front, but I guess even he got shy sometimes. They really trust me, huh? The thought had a profound effect on me. I was more determined than ever to keep my team alive. I'd repay their trust and get them all back to the artificial satellite safely. And to do that, I need to find some QB liquid, and soon. We hadn't even found a trace of any so far, but we couldn't give up yet. I'd find that liquid. I would. Definitely. Categorically without fail. And as it turned out, the very next day that prediction came true, although not in the way I was expecting.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then.
What just happened? Huh? Good night? I sat up and rubbed the sleep from my eyes. It was morning. Why was the nighttime announcement playing?
Huh?
Is the system off the fritz? I hoisted myself out of bed and checked the time. What? When I took a look around, I almost wondered if I was still dreaming. It was dark. According to the clock, it was well past the time the nighttime announcement usually played. What the? How? If this was really the night of day 45, that would mean I'd slept through the entire day. Had I really been that tired? Or had somebody done something to knock me out for the day? Just as I was wondering what the others were doing.
Hey, Takumi, are you feeling better?
I opened the door and let Tsubasa in. For some reason, she seemed worried.
Sorry about this morning. I should have forced you to help me. But you could have told me you weren't feeling well, you know.
Huh? Not feeling well. Help you? I had no idea what she was talking about. So far as I knew, this was the first time I'd seen her today.
Oh yeah, I've got something for you. I diluted it so we'd have more to go around. You should spray it on anything metal in your room just in case.
What is this?
Huh?
What do you mean? It's the QB liquid you gave me. What's the matter?
You've got QB liquid already? I was starting to think we'd never find any.
Why are you acting like this is the first time you're seeing it? You're the one who found it.
I found it. No, that's not possible.
Takumi, you're acting really weird.
Tsubasa was looking at me with a mixture of confusion and concern, but then she gasped, like she'd suddenly figured something out.
Did you lose part of your memory again?
Seems that way. I can't remember anything that happened earlier today. What's going on, Tsubasa? Why do we have the QB liquid all of a sudden? She told me what happened. It was bizarre hearing about the things I'd done but had no memory of. Apparently I'd gone to Tsubasa's room this morning and given her the QB liquid. Obviously, she was surprised and asked me where I'd found it. But I haven't given her a clear answer. I only said I didn't remember where exactly. Tsubasa hadn't pressed me. She was happy enough that we had the stuff we needed. Bro, is that QB liquid even real? After that, she'd taken me to the underground hangar, and the two of us had set to work applying the liquid to the escape pod. We'd gone over the surface of the metal thoroughly to make sure the particle bacteria never ate into it again. It didn't take us long to finish, but then you got really exhausted all of a sudden. You said, I'm going back to my room and taking the rest of the day off. Now that the day's ending, you came to check on me. None of that had jogged any memories. It was almost like there was another me walking around, living my life without me knowing it. Was this Ato's doing? Had what was left of him somehow taken over my body? But why would Ato go through the trouble of finding the thing we needed to help us escape? Wouldn't he just want to go on a rampage and kill everyone? Actually, though, maybe it didn't matter why I didn't remember finding the QB liquid. Whether I remembered it or not, we had it now. That's what mattered. Tsubasa, let me get one thing straight. You said if we found the QB liquid, you'd be able to repair the escape pod, right? Does this mean you could do it now? Can you get the pod working early and get us out of here? If we could only do that, our troubles would be over. We could all escape this horrible game and go back to the satellite where things would be safe. Yeah, about that. Tsubasa looked away awkwardly. I can fix the pod, but it's gonna take me at least 50 days. 50 days? So then, you'd have to survive until day 95 before we could get out of here. At that point, it barely even qualifies as escaping early anymore. We'd gotten the members of the Alliance together for the daily meeting and told them the bad news. Needless to say, they were all pretty shocked. The damage is really that bad, huh? Yeah, turns out the bacteria ate into it deeper than I was expecting. It's not just surface damage anymore. The whole thing's compromised on a structural level. I can't see it taking less than 50 days no matter what I do. I'm sorry, I'm just not skilled enough. Tsubasa, you don't have to apologize. That's right. If we didn't have you here, we wouldn't be able to repair it at all. No one was really to blame for this. Nozomi was right about that. It was just some momentumally bad luck. That's what the word is. Well now that escaping early is off the table, we've got two options. Excuse me. We could keep on participating in the invader hunt right up until day 95. Or we could come up with a new plan to defeat the sponsor and end the game. The same choice I try to avoid with this escape pod plan. You're up, team leader. What course is the Alliance going to take from here on? Naturally, the right and responsibility to make the choice fell to me. I couldn't waste time. I had to step up and give my teammates direction. Participating in the hunt is out of the question. If the killing games keep going all the way to day 95, people will die. Not just from the other team, but this one as well. Right. There's no telling when one of us could end up in last place or run into a commander outside of school. That's why we can't let the invader hunt continue. But in order to end it, I'll have to take out the sponsor. For good this time. Yeah, and that's not going to be easy. It was bad enough when there was only one of them, but their having multiple bodies is definitely going to complicate things. I wonder how many there are in all. If we leave even one behind, it'll scuttle off and create more. They're like cockroaches. We'd overcome a lot of crazy stuff here at the Academy, but in fighting an enemy like the sponsor, we might finally have met our match. What if somebody disguises themselves as a sponsor? Everybody looked completely shell-shocked. The truth must have dawned on them too. How could we possibly deal with a situation as hopeless as this? But then,
I think I know a way to kill the sponsor.
Yugamu spoke up, offering us a light in the dark.
Ah.
Yugamu, what was that?
Yeah, we can kill the sponsor. All of them. You're not kidding around, right? This is for realsies? Really for real? For real, for real. Truth is, there's an idea I've been sitting on for a while now. It was only really a vague notion until Shoma got executed. That's when I realized it could actually work. This method will kill the sponsor, once and for all.
You're sure? You're that sure of it? Why didn't you say anything until now?
The method I'm thinking of kind of goes against my principles. I have preferred not to use it, given the chance. But it looks like my preferences are going to have to take a back seat. Guess that's what I get.
Quit philosophizing. Philosophizing. Tell us what we need to do.
You gonna break out some finisher no one's ever seen before?
Or summon a barrier that enhances your innate techniques to their utmost level. And once the sponsor gets drawn into your domain, you release everything you've got in one lethal attack. Kyoshika, maybe go sit quietly while they're talking about this. Tell us, Yugamu. This could be our big chance to avenge Kurata. We all waited with bated breath to hear Yugamu's idea. A surefire way to destroy the sponsor. What could it be? But when they finally did speak up...
Sorry, guys. I'm keeping this one under my hat.
What? Why? This is no time to play coy, Yugamu.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just exercising due caution. The element of surprise is essential to this plan. If the sponsor gets wind of it ahead of time, it'll all be for nothing.
So you think one of us is gonna leak the information to them?
Not intentionally, no. But you can't deny that when it comes to keeping secrets, some of us are more cautious than others.
Oro? Why is everyone looking at me all of a sudden? Maybe he was right. Maybe some of us were better off not knowing. This means you'll have to do it on your own. Are you sure you can handle it? You know how powerful the sponsor is. And they're only getting stronger, now that they've absorbed Kurata and Shoma's cryptoglobin.
That's exactly why I know we could win. The sponsor absorbs cryptoglobin to get stronger. That's the key to our victory. Chaos holds the power over us because it's unknowable. The more we learn about something, the more that power is diminished. The sponsor is going down. You can depend on it. Trust me.
If this was anyone else, I might have my doubts, but Yugamu's an assassin. If there's one thing he knows about it, it's killing. All right, I trust you. It's all on you now, Yugamu. Okay, so I have some theories brewing. So we used that poison on the commanders, right? And that killed the commander, but it also killed Ima, who was like inside the commander. If Yugamu puts that poison in him and sacrifices himself and the bees absorb him, I guess that's what he could be planning on doing, but that sounds like really fucked, and I don't want Yugamu to die. That's what I'm thinking, though. That sounds... either that or like a decoy with cryptoglobin. I don't know. This was the third time the Anti-Sponsor Alliance had switched to a new goal. SL10? What is that? Yugamu will now die for you? Bruh. With Yugamu handling to plan to kill the sponsor, that only left one thing for the rest of us to do. Man, dude, I think that's what it's gonna be, because that makes the most sense. Invader Hunt Round 2, Day 4. I headed out beyond the school grounds to earn points like usual. Today, though, I wasn't hunting with Yugamu.
Thanks for pairing up with me today, Takumi. I'll try not to slow you down.
Instead, I had Tsubasa as my partner.
I'll show you I can be just as efficient hunter as anyone.
I appreciate it, but don't push yourself too hard. I'll be the one doing most of the hunting. You just keep focused on backing me up. That way you'll get a decent amount of points with only a fraction of the work. Our focus today was exploiting the point distribution to bolster Tsubasa's rank. We couldn't afford to let her fall to last place. But can you at least tell me how much time you'll need to get it ready?
Not very long. Although it's unlikely I'll be able to enact it before the end of the second round. The sponsor will be in the ground before the start of round 3. I can promise you that much.
So if we can just avoid being executed at the end of this round, we'll be able to end the invader hunt and prevent any more deaths?
That's about the size of it. Basically, all you guys need to worry about is not ending up in last place. Takumi and I will do everything we can to help you out. Obviously, the real problem is you, Tsubasa. Right now, you're 8th out of 10. That's pretty near the bottom. Yeah, things aren't looking good for me, huh? I'm still not used to fighting outside the school, so I've barely been able to hunt any enemies. In that case, we'll just have to get you some support points without you killing invaders directly.
We found out there was a secret to the invader hunt's point system. Even hunters that didn't actually kill invaders could still earn points by supporting their allies in battle.
I have a suggestion if you're interested. Starting tomorrow, why don't you take my place and go out hunting with Takumi, Tsubasa? Huh? Me and Takumi? He's the top hunter in the whole alliance. You'll probably earn a ton of points just from being around him. If that's okay with you, Takumi.
I don't mind, but what are you gonna do, Yugamu?
I'll be taking a break from hunting for a while. If you want me, I'll be holed up in the escape pod hangar, working on the plan. As much as it pains me to relinquish my position as your hunting buddy, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Foreshadowing words! Foreshadowing! Look there, Tsubasa! A big group of invaders. Surprise attacks are effective in situations like this, so we'll sneak up on them quietly.
Right. Sneaking quietly. How do you walk without making too much noise again?
She seems pretty nervous then again. She's always been the type to get stressed out easily. Are you scared? It's okay, just close your eyes and stand next to me. Here, give me your hand.
Okay.
I held Tsubasa's hand as we snuck closer to the invaders. And then we struck. Nice. Seems like I'm pretty good. Looks like I'm in pretty good form today. If I keep mowing down invaders like this, Tsubasa was bound to get some of the points I earned. Wow, Takumi, you're amazing. I knew you were strong, but that's something else. You were all swish, swish, swish. This little something Yugamu taught me. The double dose of Aito's Cryptoglobin helps too. But still, you were awesome. So strong. So manly.
It seems like only yesterday you were an awkward little half pint. Pretty soon you'll be all grown up.
Brother! What are you, my mom? Also, half pint? Really? Let's get moving. Can't waste time talking here when there's invaders to hunt. I started walking again, pulling Tsubasa along behind me. We needed to make every kill count. Sheesh, what's with this alpha male act all of a sudden? Being so forceful with a girl. Don't get too big for your Takumi-sized boots. I ignored Tsubasa's rumbling and let it fade into the background. I didn't have time to be delicate with her right now. We spent the rest of the day walking around the ruins hunting invaders. We killed a lot of them. Alright, that should do it for today. You should be safe from falling into last place now, Tsubasa. Great, thanks for this, Takumi. I can't believe we took out this many invaders just in one day. I say we, but really, all I did was watch. Don't sweat it. It's a leader's job to help out his allies when they're in trouble.
I'm glad we have a dependable leader like you around. You're really growing into the role. It's weird, though. I never imagined I'd be spending time with you like this, just the two of us. Not after I alienated you like everyone else did at the start of the game. Tsubasa's expression suddenly clouded over, like she was about to cry. I'm really sorry for back then. You're such a great guy, and we treated you like trash. Every time you do something nice for me, I get reminded of that. You're too good for me.
Forget about it. It's all in the past. And it made sense at the time.
Maybe, but...
If anything, it's a good thing that you all alienated me back then.
Huh? A good thing? Why?
It made me appreciate how much of a difference having someone by your side can make. Now that people have decided to stand by me, I'm more determined than ever to keep them safe.
That includes you too, Tsubasa. I'll protect you. For all the rest of our lives.
The rest of our lives?
Yes, I'll always be here for you.
That's great and all, but when you put it like that, it almost sounds like...
Tsubasa? Giga Chad! Hey, what's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
Ah, jeez, Takumi, you big dummy.
I look away for a minute and suddenly you turn into a total Casanova. Where did I go wrong?
Why do you keep talking about me like I'm some wayward soul?
Whatever. That's all for today. I'm going back to the school.
Hey, don't run off by yourself. It's not safe. I ran after Tsubasa as she stormed her way back to Last Defense Academy. Feeling a little winded after the journey, we went straight to the leisure lounge. Damn, Takumi. Once there, we checked the rankings. Damn, Darumi's fucking going ham.
Nice! I went up a place. What a relief. And I owe it all to you, Takumi.
Don't get comfy yet. It won't take much for Takemaru and the others to overtake you. We'll have to keep it up and get you some more points tomorrow.
I had to keep the members of the Anti-Sponsor Alliance out of last place. As their leader, that was my responsibility. Of course, that also meant we'd be forcing someone from Takemaru's team into last place instead. I tried not to think about that side of things too much. I wasn't some omnipotent savior. No matter what I did, I couldn't save everyone. Having checked on the rankings, Tsubasa and I went back to our rooms to rest. Then when night fell...
You never know when the invaders... Well then...
After the announcement played, everyone from the Alliance got together in my room.
Hey!
You helped Tsubasa go up a rank in just one day? Nice going, Takumi.
The way you fight to protect Lady Tsubasa is truly inspiring. You're like a stone-cold professional killer.
I don't know about stone cold, but I agree with the professional part. You were swinging your sword practically at the speed of light.
Come on, guys. I was just doing what any decent leader would. I don't know how to deal with everyone being so nice to me. This cheery atmosphere is going to take some time getting used to. Anyway, enough about me. How's your progress, Yugamu? Is your plan to take down the sponsor still going smoothly? Yugamu had spent the whole day in the escape pod hangar working on the method he'd thought up to kill our invincible adversary. The exact details were still a secret, of course. None of us had any idea what this method was.
Yep, no problems here. Everything's going according to plan. When I spring my little trap, the sponsor will die. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Sponsor would die. That's a reassuring thought. But how exactly are you going to kill the sponsor, Sir Yugamu? I've been so curious I could barely eat. We're all allies here. Can't you tell me what this ingenious plan of yours is? Just a hint will do. Just a teensy-weensy little hint of a hint. Knock it off, Kiyoshika. Yugamu's in charge of killing the sponsor. That includes whether or not he wants to keep it a secret. If my lord commands it, I suppose I have no choice but to back down. Carry out this plan however you want, Yugamu. We're all putting our trust in you.
Thanks. I won't let you down. Soon enough, you'll be sitting up and begging to thank me for my efforts.
Sit up and beg. What are we, your pets? I could only hope that it was a good sign that Yagamu felt comfortable enough to joke around. We could all survive to the end of this round and to the end of the killing game. Our futures would be a whole lot brighter.
Once the sponsor's gone, that leaves the invaders to deal with.
Indeed, we only need to defend the school until day 100, and our victory will be complete.
After the invader hunt, defensive battles are going to be a breeze. I'll take on any and all challengers that come our way. I think so too. The sponsor is the only real threat to us right now. If we could just take them out of the picture,
We'll have basically already won. Victory. Ending the war. Winning the war. The idea was so exciting it was intoxicating. Just a little more. One final push and it would all be over. No more going out and hunting to earn points. No more sponsor lording their power over us. Peaceful days like that were just around the corner. However, the hope we felt in that moment blinded us to the truth. Whenever life appeared to hand us a victory, there was always steerings attached. When things seemed to be going well, we needed to be more careful than ever. The Anti-Sponsor Alliance had forgotten that, but we'd received a cruel reminder the very next day. Uh-oh, what happened? Also, I just also thought that, even if Yagamu doesn't sacrifice himself, he could give the poison to the person dying in last place, and that would kill them. Wait, is that Nozomi on the ground? I choked wordlessly, unable to comprehend the scene playing out in front of me.
Nozomi!
Nozomi on the ground, covered in blood. My other friends barely standing, ragged from exhaustion. And in the middle of all this carnage, the one responsible for it. I recognized that monstrous form.
Squad 10 Commander!
Why did we have to run into him now of all times? If we just had made it through the second round, everything would have been fine. So why? Why now?
What is the Commander even doing here?
This morning, Tsubasa and I went out hunting like the day before. I wanted to keep earning points for her just in case. For the first few hours, everything had gone well. We'd kill a ton of invaders. Just before noon, we switched gears and headed to meet up with all the other Alliance members. We'd all decided to have a picnic lunch together. The two of us made our way to the rendezvous point, feeling pretty good about everything. But when we got there, it wasn't a nice, laid-back picnic that greeted us. It was this. The commander must have attacked Moko and the others while they were out on the hunt. A battle had ensued, Nozomi was wounded, and I guess that's when we showed up.
Damn it! How dare you do this to my friends!
The full implications of the situation were becoming clear to me. If I didn't do something quick, they would all die, and there'd be no bringing them back. But before that... Tsubasa, get out of here! Go back to the academy! The whole reason I was hunting with Tsubasa was that she wasn't used to fighting outside the school grounds. I couldn't let her take on the commander. I'd just have her cover until she could safely escape. Or so I thought.
No, I won't run away this time.
Tsubasa?
I ran away when Hirako and Darumi needed help. I ignored them and left them to die.
She must have been talking about that time we ran into the Squad 3 commander. I jumped in to help Hirako and Darumi back then, but Tsubasa was too scared. Scared of dying.
What?
Don't dwell on the past, just go!
No, I won't. Not this time. I'm not running away anymore.
Yeah!
Tsubasa, wait! You can't charge in on your own! She wouldn't listen. She was already running full speed into the fray. There was no time to stand around and talk. Our battle against the Squad 10 commander had begun. Oh, hell no! Everyone, are you okay?
Takumi, am I glad to see you?
Sir Takumi, Lady Nozomi, she's been grievously injured. She's still breathing, but she won't last much longer. She's going to die. Calm down, Kiyoshika. We need to do something about the commander before we can help her. Moko, what happened here?
The commander's not all that strong, but whenever we beat him, he comes right back. We've had to fight him over and over again. During one of those battles, Nozomi went down for the count.
I was afraid of that. This commander has the power to control time. Little attacks won't cut it against him. He can just turn back the clock and make it like his injuries never happened.
And how the heck are we supposed to beat him?
We have to all attack at once and inflict more damage than he can handle. Let's do this, guys. Don't give him a chance to recover. All right, we have 4. That's a big guy. Holy moly.
Leave it to me.
Kiyoshika, what can you do here?
You've left yourself open.
Okay. BRB.
Ready when you are.
No worries.
Locked and loaded.
Ready when you are. Time to use it.
You have my fix.
I'm taking the wheel.
Oh, Nozomi is right there.
I'll protect you.
Dead
Save my neck.
My turn. That's it. Let's do this. Here we go. This should do it. My turn. Here. Got ready when you are. Take this. All right.
2 arms.
Ready when you are. Just a quick drop out.
Leave it to me.
Once more. I like that guy's voice.
Let's begin. Banzai! I've got you.
I've got this.
Okay. So
Say when.
if I boost my
Time to
strength
use it.
now,
Good to go.
I can do 1. How much does this
Say
do?
when.
15. Okay.
I've got this.
I didn't look at the waves. Darn it. We almost had him that time. The fiend has recovered again. At this rate, the battle will never end.
Don't give up, guys. We'll get him this time. Everyone take a deep breath and go.
Okay, so this is wave 2 now.
Good to go. This should do it. My turn.
So this still
Let's do
does 15.
Say when.
So 4, 8.
Ready when you are.
I did the wrong move. Son of a bitch. Redo wave. My bad.
Good to go. Time to use it. Here we go. My turn. Say when. I've got this. Let's do this. One last strike.
One last strike.
take care of the rest.
Not again. So close. If we don't finish this soon, Nozomi is really gonna die. Cease this slinking away, coward. Stand and fight us. What are we going to do? We fight and fight, but the commander's still not going down. Nozomi's at her limit. We need to get her back to the school before it's too late. Just then,
I'll take this guy on alone.
Moko stepped forward, proposing a plan that was completely insane.
You guys go on ahead. I'll do what I can to slow him down. The way I see it, there's no other way to save Nozomi but this.
You want us to leave you behind? We can't do that. Sir Takumi is right, Lady Moko. We could never abandon a comrade to die.
Yeah.
Don't be hasty, all right? If we beat him with our next attack, we still have time to...
Shut the hell up, all of ya!
Moko shouted so loud it felt like she was making the ground shake with her voice alone.
Listen, guys. The day Kurara died, I stood at her grave and I made her a promise. I promised to protect the girls, to make sure not a single one of them died. If Nozomi dies on my watch, Kurara will never forgive me.
So let me do this. Let me protect my friend.
If one person stayed to distract the commander, the rest of us could escape and get Nozomi back to safety. That much was true. But could I really do this to Moko? Could I sacrifice one of our own? Leave Moko here and take Nozomi back to the school, or stay here and all fight the commander together. As the Alliance leader, that was the choice I needed to make. No, dude! I'm still on the phone, but make your choice. Oh, man. We can't, dude. You just can't. You just can't leave her alone. No, you can't expect us to agree to that. Forsooth, Lady Moko, it's all for one and one for all.
Don't be so pig-headed, numbskull, Takumi. You just don't get it. I told you I made a promise to Kurata. I promised I'd protect the girls.
But you're a girl too. Actually, that doesn't matter. It's my duty to protect every member of the Alliance.
But that means Nozomi will...
How about we continue this conversation after we beat the commander? Our grueling battle against the Squad 10 commander raged on. Whenever we backed him into a corner, he would slip away, recover, and the whole process would begin all over again. His ability to turn back time made the battle drag on, but after a long while, we unleashed a concentrated attack on him, and at long last, we brought the Squad Commander Tan down once and for all.
Nozomi!
Nozomi. Once the commander had fallen, we'd rushed over to Nozomi to check on her. When we got there, we were relieved to find she was still breathing. If we took her back to the school and treated her right away, she could still be saved. Don't die on us, Nozomi.
Yes, dude, yes!
We ran back to the academy as quick as we could, carrying Nozomi the whole way.
Don't die, Nozomi!
Hold on just a little longer. As I ran, I prayed hard for Nozomi to survive this. I didn't want to see yet another friend dying on me, especially not Nozomi. I came all the way back to prevent her death in the first place. All that would be for nothing if she died now. Once we get back, I'll grab Yugamu and get him to treat Nozomi's injuries. He's so familiar with the human body, this shouldn't be a problem for him. I kept going through the steps I'd take in my mind as I ran with all my might. Hey guys, was the school always so far away? We'd been running for a while now, but we still couldn't see the wall of fire. Not even a single flame. The huge wall had been a major landmark. It wasn't the kind of thing that we could just miss.
That's really strange. We're definitely not lost, so...
Mayhaps we've been shrunk?
Anyway, this is the right direction, so let's just keep going.
All of us clearly felt this was an ill omen. Nevertheless, we kept running in the direction where the school should be. When we finally arrived, an astonishing sight greeted us. Huh? Oh shit, what the... I could barely recognize the school.
What happened here?
Why has the school been destroyed?
Are you sure this is Last Defense Academy? We didn't take a wrong turn somewhere?
I found it hard to believe this was really our school too. But it was. It was practically in ruins, but there was no mistaking it.
I understand now. The Squatan commander was merely a decoy.
Ah, shit!
A decoy?
He was there to draw out and hold back the majority of the Special Defense Unit's fighters. Then other commanders would be free to destroy the academy while we were occupied. A two-pronged offensive to conquer an enemy stronghold. It's the oldest trick in the book.
Now it made sense why that commander fought so inefficiently and kept dragging the battle out. He was trying to buy the other commanders time to launch their attack. And I'd fallen for the enemy's gambit, leaving the school poorly defended. That in turn had led to its destruction. Shortly after we arrived back, Nozomi died from her injuries. Now that we'd lost our base, we didn't even have anywhere to erect a tombstone for her. No fucking way! All we could do was wander around the town ruins for the rest of our lives. That was a bad end. Oh no, I got an ending! Alright, well, that was an ending. This song's kind of a banger, though. As much as I like this song, I think I gotta skip this. "90 Killing Game route. The Academy falls." Bruh. So, okay, that's so the gold is an ending. Okay. I think we gotta do the other choice. Well, I gotta, like, end the stream, though. Because it's already 9. So I guess we got that pretty sad anticlimactic ending where Nozomi died and the school fucking died, too. So I guess in the next stream, we'll see what happens when we make the proper choice. Holy shit, we got owned. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it, I guess, for today. We'll do another stream on Tuesday. Like normal. We'll just follow the plan. But okay. Thanks for watching, fellas. That was kind of anticlimactic, but I'm hungry. And, yeah. It's about time I ended the stream anyways. Okay. See ya Tuesday.